Hemplanet aims to transition Auroville into a hemp-based economy, where farmers, manufacturers, consumers and the environment all benefit as an example for the world.
We started in, I think, 2014. It was quite a process to get registered or to be accepted even. Indian hemp industry was really in its very infancy back then, and I mean it still is, but in the 7-8 years that have passed, many more hemp companies have come up, producing everything from chocolate to all sorts of different products. Auroville's the perfect place, we feel, for a project like this. Auroville doesn't say it's an eco-village, but there are many aspects to Auroville which do want to have an eco-style to it in terms of its sustainability and self-sufficiency and using solar energy and wind. The existing units producing everything from food to textiles and construction, they could use all these raw materials that hemp can provide, and we wanted to show how this could be a fantastic model for other places, other small cities or towns to copy. The farmers can use hemp as a rotational crop also. Within 3-4 months you have a crop which is 3-4 meters high. That can be a really fantastic thing. Hemp can shelter us and feed us and clothe us, as well as provide for paper and soap and medicines and many other things. The potential for collaboration in Auroville is huge. We are already working with Gastronomico, who make our pasta, Natura, who are making our soaps and shampoo. We're looking at working with bread and chocolate to make a hemp chocolate. Possibly with the Aurora soya, we'll also develop a hemp milkshake. Tamarind Bakery is going to develop a hemp protein bar. We can make bioplastics as well. So we'd love at one point that all of our product be able to be completely biodegradable. When we make oil, we grind what's known as the press cake into flour, and then it's sieved and so on to produce this product, which people love to put in their smoothies and so on, and it's very great high-end protein. So for athletes or for anybody wanting to work out, it's really great. It's very nice in pancakes and dosas or any of that as well. We're also looking at maybe introducing it into cattle feed. I think it could potentially improve the milk yield, and we're also looking at maybe giving the seeds for chickens. We're facing ecological apocalypse, really. They're saying if we don't get our carbon emissions down to certain levels within 10 years, we'll have passed really the point of no return. We have to desperately find solutions to not consuming and not producing as much pollution as we already do, but also ways to capture that. And hemp can capture up to 22 tons of carbon by 1 hectare. Hemp requires no pesticides or herbicides to grow. It requires 4 times less water than cotton, for example. It can grow within 3 to 4 months. It reintroduces nitrogen into the soil, it can remove heavy metals and give us such a huge array of products. Using hemp products means you're not cutting any trees down, and you're capturing enormous amounts of carbon, and then making it into construction materials or clothing, you're then locking that carbon away. I think the potential for humanity is so big, and we're a bit slow. We need to speed up and use hemp as much as possible. There's been many changes just in the last few years. So in 2017, the state of Uttarakhand in the Himalayas was the first state to formulate a hemp policy. And other states, Madhya Pradesh, Manipur, and now very soon Himachal Pradesh will also follow suit. The goal is to be able to grow here, process it here, and show that it can really be a fantastic thing for sustainability and self-sufficiency. Well, it doesn't make sense to bring hemp herds from far away. Everything should be localized. That's really what we need to see happen, is that we can move this legislation forward. Tamil Nadu can develop its own hemp policy, as Pondicherry also, and our farmers can begin to grow it, and then it would really make a lot more sense. I'm very optimistic for the future. One very exciting application of using hemp is in the construction industry and developing what they're saying is carbon negative construction. It's mixed with lime. Lime will continue to absorb carbon for another 100 years. So once the building is there, it's actually increasing in strength. In order to get the right size and fiberless herds, as they're known, or shives, we need a good machine which can do all this. If you're wanting to build a house, you'll need 4 or 5 tons of this stuff. We'd need a proper big machine, which we hope Aurora will help develop with us. We could potentially make it open source as well, the design, so anybody can copy it, and it can really propel and move the hemp industry in India forward much quicker. We're keen to try to look into developing all the different applications that can come from the hemp plant, from the top of it, from the flower to the roots. And Auroville is a place for that, for people to come and do these kind of research and development. That's why we also have that possibility for people to come and join and collaborate. At the same time, we also are planning workshops in whether it's paper making or construction or food preparation. We have started a collaboration with the Pondicherry Agricultural University, their agronomy department, who will begin doing the research and development into finding the right type of variety of cannabis that will grow in this climate. And so that's what's needed to begin. And then once we've identified that, we can roll it out, and our farmers can begin to grow it. We would also love to have an indoor medical cannabis setup also. Hemplanet would be the processing unit. We would continue to make oil, but we would also really want to get the machinery that can separate the fiber from the woody core of the plant. So that's our kind of long-term vision, is that we would like to have a proper processing plant in place. Long-term goal also is to be able to move from this facility into our own hempcrete facility, which has been made using hemp, lime, water. That's where we would make our oil and have storage space, but also a showroom where we could have a small shop, a space where people could walk inside and experience what it's like to be in a hempcrete house in this tropical climate in the middle of the summer, and realize that there's no need for an air conditioning unit, and that it has fantastic thermal qualities, also acoustic properties, and I think it's a fantastic material.